Do you know what kind of love you are really longing for? Not just the love that comes from another person, but the love that makes you feel safe inside your own skin. The love that allows you to breathe deeply and feel at home within yourself. Over the years, I have learned that the foundation of attracting any dream partner is not about searching, chasing, or hoping. It begins with the most intimate and longest relationship you will ever have, the one with yourself. And once you tend to that relationship, once you nourish it with care and kindness, then the outer world has no choice but to reflect that same love back to you. I have said many times, and I will say it again because it is so important. The relationship you have with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship in your life. If you are harsh with yourself, you will draw to you people who mirror that harshness. If you are forgiving with yourself, you will attract people who are kind and gentle. If you neglect yourself, you may find partners who neglect your needs. And if you cherish yourself, life will send you someone who cherishes you too. You see, life is always reflecting back to us what we believe we deserve. Think about it. How do you speak to yourself when you make a mistake? Do you call yourself names, tell yourself you're not enough, punish yourself with guilt? Or do you place a gentle hand on your heart and say, "It's okay, I am still learning, and I love myself anyway"? That little difference changes everything. Because when you practice loving yourself, you are training your energy, and your energy is what speaks louder than your words. Your energy is what magnetizes love into your life. So let us begin here with a truth that may be uncomfortable at first, but is absolutely vital. The most important relationship you will ever have is the one with yourself. You cannot run from it. You cannot hide from it. No matter how many partners come and go, you will always be with you. And if you can learn to become your own best friend, your own source of comfort, your own loving companion, then the love you attract will only amplify what you have already cultivated inside. Many people say to me, "Louise, but I want someone to love me so I can finally feel good about myself." And I tell them gently, that is not how it works, darling. Love begins inside. And when you love yourself, then you naturally attract someone who matches that love. Looking outside of yourself for love while ignoring the inner work is like trying to build a house on sand. It may stand for a while, but it will not last. The true foundation is self-love. So I invite you to practice something very simple yet deeply powerful. Go to a mirror, look into your own eyes, and say these words, "I am my own best friend." Say it softly at first, even if it feels awkward. Repeat it daily until those words begin to feel true. Notice what arises. Sometimes tears, sometimes resistance, sometimes laughter. It's all part of the process, because the moment you declare yourself as your own best friend, you are rewriting an old story. You are saying, "I will no longer abandon myself. I will no longer demand perfection before I deserve love. I will stand by myself, always." That kind of energy is magnetic. Now, let's go deeper into another idea that may shift the way you see love forever. Many of us walk around with a quiet belief that we are not whole. that we are broken or incomplete. Movies, books, and even well-meaning friends often tell us that we are just half of a whole, waiting for our other half to complete us. But I want you to listen carefully. You are already whole. You are already complete. You are already enough. This is not just a nice thought to comfort you. This is the truth of your being. You were born whole. Nothing about you is missing. The love you seek is not about fixing you, but about celebrating you. When two people come together in love, they are not two broken halves trying to make one whole. They are two wholes, sharing their fullness, amplifying joy, supporting growth. That is healthy love. That is lasting love. If you believe you are incomplete, then you may attract relationships that echo that belief, partners who also feel incomplete, who look to you to fill their emptiness and in turn drain you as you try to fill theirs. This cycle creates dependency, not love. But when you stand in your wholeness, you radiate a different energy. You say to the world, I am whole, I am complete, I am perfect, just as I am. And from that vibration, you attract partners who meet you at that same level of fullness. Take a moment with me right now. Place your hand gently on your heart. Close your eyes if you like. Whisper to yourself, I am whole, complete, and perfect, just as I am. Feel the resistance if it's there. Feel the doubts if they arise. That is normal. Many of us have carried years, even decades, of the opposite belief. But with every repetition, with every gentle affirmation, you are planting a new seed in the garden of your mind. And those seeds always grow. I know some of you may say, but Louise, I have flaws, I have scars, I have mistakes. How can I be whole? And my answer is, those very things are part of your wholeness. They are part of your journey, part of your unique beauty. Wholeness does not mean perfection. Wholeness means integration. It means embracing every part of yourself with compassion and saying, even here, even now, I am enough. The more you practice this, the more you begin to see shifts in your outer world. Suddenly, the people who once drained you no longer appeal to you. The relationships that once felt dramatic or chaotic begin to lose their hold. You find yourself naturally drawn to partners who are also whole, who meet you with respect, kindness, and joy. That is the miracle of living from wholeness. It changes what you attract, not by force, but by resonance. So the first step is to build the most loving relationship with yourself. The second is to remember that you are already whole, already complete, already enough. And when these truths take root in your heart, the longing for a dream partner transforms into an invitation. You are no longer searching in desperation. You are standing in your power, knowing that love will meet you where you are. Now, my dear, this is only the beginning of our journey. I want you to hear this clearly. Your happiness does not begin when someone else arrives. Your joy, your peace, your sense of being alive, these belong to you now. And the more you discover that truth, the more magnetic you become. Happiness is not a prize that love delivers. Happiness is the fertile ground from which love grows. For so many years, people have been told, when I find the right partner, I'll finally be happy. But I want to turn that story around. When you are happy with yourself first, the right partner becomes inevitable. Why? Because life is a mirror. What you feel inside is reflected back. When you walk around with joy in your heart, the universe sends you more joy. When you live in appreciation for your own life, you call in people who also appreciate life. And when you feel comfortable in your own skin, you naturally attract those who feel comfortable in theirs. Think of it like this. If you light a candle in a dark room, you don't have to chase people to see it. They will naturally be drawn to the light. Your happiness is that candle. The more you let it shine, the more love flows to you. Now, let me ask you gently, have you ever sought out a relationship simply to avoid loneliness? Maybe you thought, if I can just be with someone, I won't have to sit with myself. And maybe, for a time, it seemed to work. But eventually, the cracks showed. Because if the foundation is fear of being alone, fear of emptiness, then the relationship cannot carry the weight of your healing. Only you can do that. Love built on fear is fragile. Love built on happiness is unshakable. Happiness with yourself is not about being perfect or having everything figured out. It is about learning how to enjoy your own company. It's about noticing the little things that make you smile. It's about discovering that you are worthy of delight, whether or not someone else is there to witness it. The more you cultivate happiness within, the more you stop grasping, clinging, and waiting for someone to rescue you. And that energy of self-contentment becomes irresistible. So let us practice. I want you to take a piece of paper and write down 5 things that make you happy without anyone else's involvement. They could be as simple as sipping your morning tea, walking in nature, dancing to your favorite song, painting, writing, or even sitting quietly with your breath. 5 things that remind you, I can create joy for myself. I can generate happiness from within. As you write them, notice how your energy shifts. Your shoulders may relax, your heart may feel lighter. You are reminding yourself that happiness is not outside, it's right here. Each of these practices is like a deposit into your inner bank of joy. The more deposits you make, the richer you feel. I want to share something important. When you find contentment alone, you break the illusion of lack. You stop sending the signal, I am incomplete, I am needy, I am desperate. Instead, you radiate, I am whole, I am joyful, I am fulfilled. And life, as always, reflects that back. That's when partners who are also whole and joyful find their way to you. That's when love shows up not to fill a hole, but to celebrate your wholeness. Some of you may say, but Louise, I feel so lonely when I'm alone. I understand. Loneliness is real. But loneliness does not mean you are broken. It means you are longing for connection with yourself. Loneliness is often a message from your soul saying, please spend time with me. Please see me. Please love me. When you learn to meet that longing with kindness, to sit with yourself the way you would sit with a dear friend, loneliness begins to soften. It turns into solitude, and solitude is sacred. Solitude is where you recharge, where you remember who you are, where you reconnect with your dreams. Think of the difference. Loneliness says, I am missing something. Solitude says, I am giving myself something. One drains you, the other fills you. And the shift begins with the simple willingness to enjoy your own company. Here is a beautiful affirmation you can use each morning. Today, I choose to be happy with myself. I enjoy my own presence. My joy is my power. Say it while you are brushing your teeth, while you are making your breakfast, while you are walking. Let it echo through your mind until your cells begin to believe it. Remember, your body listens to every thought you think. If you repeat, I am lonely, I am empty, I am waiting, your body closes down. But if you repeat, I am happy with myself, I am whole, I am alive, your body opens, your energy expands, your heart shines. This lesson is about trust. Trust that happiness is not conditional. Trust that you are enough as you are. Trust that joy is available in this moment. When you anchor into that trust, you stop chasing, you stop clinging, you stop waiting. And that is exactly the energy that calls in a partner who feels the same trust in themselves. Because here is the secret. You do not attract what you want. You attract what you are. If you are waiting to be happy until someone arrives, you are sending the signal of waiting, and life mirrors waiting. But if you choose to be happy now, life mirrors happiness. The partner you dream of will come not because you are searching, but because you are radiating. So, begin now. Choose one thing today that makes you happy without anyone else. Maybe it's listening to a favorite song. Maybe it's watching the sunset. Maybe it's simply placing your hand on your heart and saying, I love you. Practice this every day, and you will see how your energy begins to shift. Happiness becomes less about circumstances and more about choice. And when happiness is a choice, you are free. I want you to imagine this. You are sitting in your favorite chair, a warm drink in your hand, and you suddenly realize you feel good. You are content. You are not longing or grasping. You are simply present. That vibration of contentment is like a lighthouse. It sends out a signal saying, I am here, I am whole, I am joyful. And somewhere, someone who is aligned with that light will notice, not because you chased them, but because you shined. Let us affirm together, I am happy with myself first. My joy is magnetic. I do not seek love to escape loneliness. I let love come as a celebration of the joy I already feel. Say it often. Let it become a truth in your cells. Let it be the song of your heart. And so, my dear, the path to your dream partner does not begin with searching outward. It begins here, with you choosing to be happy with yourself first. This is not selfish. This is wisdom. Because when your happiness is your own, your love becomes a gift, not a plea. And that gift, shared with another whole and happy soul, is the kind of love that lasts. I understand how heavy the heart can feel when it has been carrying old hurts, disappointments, or the endless chatter of a mind that never seems to stop worrying. I truly empathize with you, because I too have known what it feels like to live with a heart that longs for peace but feels weighed down. And I want you to know this: your heart is wiser than your fears. Beneath the noise, beneath the pain, beneath the doubts, there is a quiet intelligence that has been guiding you all along. So often we think wisdom only belongs to the mind. We are taught to analyze, to calculate, to worry, to reason. And yes, the mind is a wonderful tool, but the mind is not always gentle. The mind can create storms where none exist. The mind can replay the past 1,000 times and still not find peace. But the heart, the heart has a different kind of wisdom. It is soft, it is steady, it is eternal. Your heart always knows the truth. It knows when something feels right and when something is not for you. It knows when to stay and when to let go. It knows what nourishes your soul and what drains it. I want you to begin trusting your heart again. Trust its whispers. Trust its nudges. Trust the warmth you feel in your chest when something aligns with your soul. You do not need to shout at the heart to get answers. You only need to be quiet enough to hear it. That is why I invite you to take 3 minutes each day to place your hand on your heart, close your eyes, and ask softly, "What do you want me to know today?" You may not hear words. You may feel an image, a sensation, a gentle knowing. Sometimes the answer is simply peace. Sometimes the answer is patience. Sometimes the answer is a clear, loving direction. This practice is like tuning into a sacred radio station that only broadcasts love. At first, if you have been listening only to the mind for years, it may feel unfamiliar. You may wonder, am I making this up? But the more you practice, the more you will recognize the heart's voice. It is never harsh, never condemning, never fearful. The heart speaks in calm, clear tones. It says things like, "Rest now," or "Trust this path," or "Let go, you are safe." Your heart is the doorway to love, and when you learn to listen, you become aligned with life itself. Because love is not outside of you, it is within you, pulsing with every beat of your heart. And when you honor that wisdom, you step into a flow where love becomes natural, where decisions are made with grace, where the right people show up at the right time. Now, let's turn to something many of us struggle with: carrying the past into the present. Perhaps someone hurt you. Perhaps someone betrayed your trust. Perhaps life did not unfold the way you hoped, and now your heart feels closed, guarded, afraid to love again. I understand. Holding on to past hurts can feel like protection. We think, if I never forgive, if I never forget, I will stay safe. But in truth, holding on to pain is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. It is you who suffers. It is your joy, your health, your love that becomes blocked. Releasing the past is not about excusing what happened. It is about setting yourself free. Forgiveness is not saying, "What you did was okay." Forgiveness is saying, "I no longer choose to carry this pain in my body and my soul. You forgive not for them, but for you. You forgive because your heart deserves to be open again. You forgive because your energy deserves to flow again. Think of your heart like a beautiful home. If every room is filled with old clutter, resentments, regrets, painful memories, then when new love comes knocking, there is no space. The house is full. But when you begin to release, to clean, to let go, suddenly the rooms open up, light pours in, fresh air flows through, and now there is space for new love to enter. Forgiveness is that clearing. Forgiveness is that fresh air. I want you to try a practice with me. Take a pen and paper and write a letter to someone from your past who hurt you. You do not need to send it. This is not for them. This is for you. Write everything you wish to say, the anger, the sadness, the disappointment. Empty it onto the page. And then, at the end of the letter, write these words. I release you with love. I set myself free. Feel the shift inside you as you write. It may be small, it may be subtle, but it is real. With every word, you are loosening the chains that bound your heart. And after you have written, place your hand on your chest again and say softly, I release the past with love, and I am ready for new love. Repeat it until you feel even a flicker of relief. That flicker is the beginning of healing. That flicker is the light returning to your heart. I want you to remember this. The past cannot be changed, but it can be released. Every moment you spend replaying old hurts is a moment stolen from the joy you could be experiencing now. Life is always offering you new beginnings, but you must be willing to open the door. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks that door. When you combine these two practices, listening to your heart and releasing past hurts, you create a beautiful partnership within yourself. The heart tells you what is true, what is right, what is loving. Forgiveness clears the space so you can actually receive what your heart longs for. Together, they create the perfect soil for new love to grow. So let us affirm together, I trust the wisdom of my heart. I forgive the past and release it with love. I am ready, open, and safe to welcome love again. Say it often. Whisper it when you wake. Repeat it when old memories try to creep back in. Let it be your gentle reminder that you are not bound to yesterday. You are free in this moment. As we close this part, I want you to feel the possibility opening before you. You do not need to figure it all out. You only need to listen to the wisdom within and release what no longer serves you. With each breath, with each affirmation, with each small act of forgiveness, you are creating space for love. To enter love for yourself, love from others, love from life itself. And that, my dear, is the most powerful healing of all. Let me share an example I often use because it paints the picture so clearly. Imagine a garden. In this garden, you want roses, beautiful, fragrant roses. But instead of planting rose seeds, you scatter weeds. And every day, you water those weeds with your thoughts of fear, your doubts, your belief that love will never come. Then you wonder, why aren't the roses blooming? My darling, the answer is simple. You cannot plant weeds and expect roses. In the same way, you cannot live in fear and expect love. You attract not what you want, but what you are. This is the heart of aligning with the energy of love. The law of attraction responds to vibration, not wishful thinking. You can say, I want love, I want a partner, I want a relationship 1,000 times. But if your vibration is filled with doubt, criticism, or self-rejection, then the signal you are sending is not love, it is lack, and life always mirrors back the energy you radiate. So how do we shift? We live in the energy of love now, today, before the partner arrives. We practice being the love we long for. When you wake in the morning, instead of beginning with worry, begin with an affirmation. Place your hand on your heart and say softly, I radiate love, and love comes back to me multiplied. Feel it as though it is already true. See yourself surrounded by a soft light, as though the universe is reflecting back the love you just sent out, because it is. Every morning you begin this way, you are tuning your frequency. You are saying, this is who I am. This is what I send out. This is what I am ready to receive. And love does not mean romance alone. Love is the smile you give a stranger. Love is the patience you show yourself. Love is the compassion you extend when you could have judged. When you live in that energy consistently, then romantic love has no choice but to align with you. It becomes the natural outflow of who you are being. Love attracts love. Now, let us move into another crucial step, clarity. So many people tell me they want a partner, but when I ask them, what kind of partner, what kind of relationship, they do not know. They say, oh, someone nice, someone who loves me, but that is too vague. Imagine going to a restaurant and telling the waiter, bring me food. What food? Sweet or savory, hot or cold? Without clarity, the kitchen cannot deliver. And the same is true with the universe. Clarity is not about control. It is about alignment. It is about declaring with honesty and love what feels right for your heart. So I invite you to write it down. Not just the superficial traits, tall, handsome, beautiful, but the qualities of spirit. Do you want kindness? Do you want generosity? Do you want someone who values growth, who respects your boundaries, who honors your dreams? Be clear, because when you are clear, you are not just making a shopping list for the universe. You are also shining a light on your own values. You are declaring, this is who I am, and this is what I match with. And then, once you have written those qualities, I want you to close your eyes and visualize. Picture yourself with this partner, not as a fantasy, but as a lived reality. Imagine the two of you laughing together, cooking dinner, taking a walk, supporting each other through life's ups and downs. Feel the emotions of it: joy, safety, excitement, tenderness. This practice is not about clinging or obsessing. It is about aligning your vibration with the energy of love fulfilled. And remember, the subconscious does not know the difference between imagination and reality. When you visualize with feeling, you are already living in that vibration, and life will reflect it back to you. But clarity is not only about the partner, it is about you. When you write those qualities, ask yourself, do I embody these too? If you want kindness, are you kind to yourself? If you want honesty, are you honest with your own heart? If you want joy, are you living joyfully in your daily life? This is the mirror effect. The qualities you long for are already whispering to you, asking to be nurtured inside. So let us reflect together now. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, am I searching for love to fill a hole, or am I ready to share the fullness of my being? There is a big difference. If you are searching from lack, you will only find lack. But if you are sharing from fullness, you will find fullness multiplied. Ask yourself too, who do I need to forgive to make room for new love? Is it an old partner, a family member, or even yourself? Forgiveness clears the space. Forgiveness opens the door. Another question: what do the qualities I want in a partner say about me? If you desire compassion, it means compassion matters deeply in your own soul. If you desire strength, it means strength is already a seed within you. See how love is always a mirror? And finally, ask, how am I living in the frequency of love each day? Are you giving yourself tenderness? Are you radiating kindness to others? Are you choosing gratitude instead of complaint? These daily choices are not small. They are the building blocks of the love you are creating. I want you to know this. Love is not a distant dream. It is not a prize reserved for a lucky few. It is the natural state of your being. Every act of self-love, every moment of gratitude, every time you forgive and release, you are stepping closer to the love you long for. You are not separate from it. You are cultivating it now, and in perfect timing, life will match it in physical form. So as we close this journey, let me bless you with these words. When you love yourself, release the past, and live in the energy of joy, your dream partner is naturally drawn to you. Love begins within and flows outward. You do not need to chase. You do not need to beg. You only need to align. Say yes to love in your own heart, and love will say yes to you. Let us affirm together. I radiate love. I release the past. I am clear. I am ready. And I welcome love with open arms. Breathe it in. Feel it in your cells. Let it settle in your heart. And know that you are already on your way.